Hello you beautiful, beautiful people. Today we are jumping in for the start of Series 6 in Forza Horizon 5. We're going to be taking on this week's Forzathon challenges Rise to the Challenge. We're going to be grabbing 160 Forzathon points and the much needed points towards the festival playlist. So if you are new around here, definitely consider subscribing. We do this every single week right here on the channel. A like rating is always much appreciated. Without further ado, let's jump into this week's Forzathon challenges. We're going to start today's video by checking out this week's Forzathon shop. First card for grabs, the 1993 McLaren F1 700 Forzathon points. Second card for grabs, the Hyundai Veloster N 500 Forzathon points, but it is worth noting both of these cars are not available at the auto show, so if you are looking to pick these up, now is your chance to grab them. Two vanity items up for grabs, the builder's outfit and the pinball machine car horn, 75 Forzathon points for each of those. And as normal, if you've got any spare Forzathon points knocking around, you can grab yourself a normal wheel spin for 60 Forzathon points, or you can grab a super duper wheel spin for 150 Forzathon points. Also, this week's Super 7 reward is one Super Wheel Spin. To grab that, just complete the 7 challenge cards within Super 7 and you'll grab yourself a Super Duper Wheel Spin. For this week's Forzathon challenges, we are jumping in a car I am ever so slightly scared of, the Dodge Challenger SRT Demon 2018. This car can be picked up in the auto show for 150,000 credits. I do have tunes available. If you want to use them, just search my gamer tag Skippy4631 or use the file name Skippy YouTube. All share codes for all tunes are in the description and in the comments below. As always, at the end of the video, we will be checking out the full playlist and all the rewards that Summer has to offer. But first, we'll crack on and get this week's Forzathon challenges Rise to the Challenge completed. Chapter 1, Flex Those Muscles. Own and drive the most powerful muscle car in production, the 2018 Challenger SRT Demon. So once you've jumped in your Dodge, hop outside any festival outpost or player house, drive 2 seconds down the road, and flex those muscles completed. So with Chapter 1 completed, it is on to Chapter 2 in the groove. The 2018 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon is purpose-built for drag racing, to keep it stock to win an A-class drag race. So for this chapter, you are going to need a completely bone stock Dodge Challenger SRT Demon. No upgrades whatsoever. You can't even change the wheels. And last time we had a user stock car challenge in the Forzathon weekly challenges. Stripping the car you already had of upgrades wasn't working. So definitely try buying a fresh one from the auto show. And for this chapter, head on into your map. We are going to need some drag strips. So go ahead and filter, just making that a little bit easier to see and find. And I've just realised there are only 2 drag strips within Forza Horizon 5. I'm going to be using the one closest to the Horizon Festival Mexico, the Festival drag strip. I've gone ahead and created a cheeky blueprint called In the Groove Chapter 2 to get this race completed. Share code 184416655. Now races for the weekly Forzathon challenges, driver's hard difficulty does not matter, and as we do need to win, there's no reason to make it any harder than it needs to be. I'm going tourist. Here we go then, winning a race completely bone stock. Lots of wheel spin off the line, but we are on tourist, so we cruise off into the lead up to 100 miles an hour, throwing it into 5th gear. Halfway down the runway, up into 6th, 140, 150, finish line in sight, 100 yards to go, across the line, first place. There we go, in the groove, completed. So with Chapter 2 completed, it is on to Chapter 3, Power Up. Take your 840 horsepower supercharged 6.2 litre Hemi V8 2018 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon and upgrade it to win an S1 class drag race. But this time round, we are allowed upgrades, so I'm going to jump into my S1 tuned Challenger SRT Demon, where I have another blueprint for you guys, this time called Power Up Chapter 3. Again, search my gamer tag Skippy4631 or use the share code 378695622. All share codes are in the description and in the comments below. Here we go then, win a race in an upgraded Demon. We are 4-wheel drive and we still got it on Taurus, so we're going to absolutely breeze it as we are miles out in front. up into 6th gear at 160 miles an hour. There's the finish line. Boom. First place. And there we go. Power up completed. So with chapter 3 completed, it is on to our 4th and final chapter this week, limited edition. Now this doesn't make much sense, but 1 in 3,300 take of photo of your limited edition 2018 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon to remember this moment forever. Now for this chapter, you can be anywhere on the free roam map. You can even do it during a race. Hit up on the D-pad or whatever your button is to get into photo mode. Make sure you have the Challenger in shot. Hit RB for promo quick shot. And that is chapter 4 completed, finishing off this week's Forzathon challenges Rise to the Challenge, giving us 160 Forzathon points in the bank and 5 points towards our summer wet season festival playlist. Speaking of the festival playlist rewards this week, first we'll take a look at the series as a whole. For 80 points, the very rare Honda NSX RGT, and for 160 points, the number 2 Ford GT40. Jumping into summer for just 20 points, brand new to Forza Horizon 5, but previously in Forza Horizon 4, the Ascari KZ1R, and for 40 points, the Jaguar CX75. This week's online trial of fine art is going to grab you the Porsche 356-59. For this week's Event Lab challenge, well actually there's 2 Event Lab challenges. For the first one, the Toyota AT38, and for the second one, the Builder's Gloves. This week's Playground Games, you're going to be grabbing the Honda NSX R. And we are back down to 3 PR stunts this week. A danger sign for a super wheel spin, a speed trap for a super wheel spin, and a speed zone, again, a super wheel spin. Just 1 seasonal championship this week, handcrafted for the Morgan 3-wheeler. This week's photo challenge, Circle of Life, will grab you the Farid Ruder's Lion Relaxed Fit T. 2 Horizon Open challenges this week, just getting started, 50,000 credits, and choices, the Mercedes-Benz AMG C63 2016. This week's rather fun collectibles challenge, Colour Festival, will grab you the clothing reward Doodle Pattern Face Mask. And new to the festival playlist, the Horizon Story Drift Mexico, that is brand new with Series 6. Grab all 18 stars within Horizon Mexico Drift Club and you will unlock the Ford Mach-E 1400. In terms of rewards, not a bad festival playlist this week. I would just like to see a little bit more racing on the festival playlist as it is, well, you know, a racing game. We've got the 1 seasonal championship. I'd like to see the 3 seasonal championships return to the festival playlist. But other than that, pretty good festival playlist. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. But if you do have any questions about the festival playlist or this week's Forzathon challenges, Rise to the Challenge, do hit me up in the comments. I'll do my best to help you out. But as always, thank you so much for watching. If you are new, as always, definitely consider subscribing. A like rating is much appreciated. Stay safe and have an awesome day.